What's the motherfucking deal? My fault, y'all. I had to run real quick, man. I had look, we spent two and some change in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? And had to run take a leak, so I apologize. I had to be a little bit late for that. Make sure I got the right shit going. What's the deal? 82-0 Brandon. Nah, you know, I posted up a little thing for the shit early, but you know, I had to, like I say, run take a quick leak. So man, let's get this intro cracking, man, and then let's get in it to motherfucking win it, even though we ain't in the sauce.
Smoke weed every day.
So, what's the motherfucking deal? Welcome to the Kush Den. If you're not familiar with the Kush Den is a 420 friendly situation. But even if you don't partake, for goodness sakes, you know what I'm saying, pour yourself up a drink and kick back, relax. You know what I'm saying? And if you're under 18, pour yourself a glass of warm milk and make sure you enjoy it. Chug that shit. But no, I'm not pre-rolled. So, you know, I've been banning. Well, not been banning, but I haven't been pre-rolling because, you know, this is my time to talk with the people as I get rolled up. You know, it's like you're missing out on a good part of the session. I mean, rolling up is part of the session too. You know, when you go by your partner or whatever it may be. Sometimes they be rolled up already, but if you bring in the bag, you know, you gotta find a comfortable spot and get it rolled up. No, I'm not out of control yet, though. Am I out of control? Yes, I'm out of control. I'm not under control. So, like I said, I've been sitting here doing some thinking about how I'm going to start fucking with the den in the future. I think I'm going to start keeping the den to more like a weekend thing. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe like Wednesday, like the middle of the week, and then like weekends. Maybe like Wednesday, Friday, you know, maybe like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that. I got to figure out a proper schedule because I honestly, you know, like I said, I could just wait till the end of the day. But I mean, I don't know. I got to figure out how I want to do that shit. So have I ever tried synthetic marijuana? Yes, and it's awful. It's awful. Let's see. Where is Heidi? I'm not sure. Where is Danny? I'm not sure. Shout out to the Rockets. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm out of control. I'm all of that. How come you didn't nominate me for the Texas ring? Well, see, I went to go check my cabinet today. You know, I was gonna cook dinner. I was gonna make some nice sides, and I realized I was completely out of macaroni. And there was only one person who could have did it. And it wasn't Macaroni Tony. Jeremiah, the macaroni manipulator. But, yeah, I don't know. Like I say, so we're going to get under control, man. We're going to get pre-roll. But like I say, we might do this then. It might be a couple of days before I do another one. I'm trying to decide. Depending on how everything play out. Told you that's fine. I gotta get everything back on track, man. Gotta get everything. Make a South Sports ring on. That's not a bad idea. I might could do that. Like I say, you know. You know, shit. I might do that for the 1 year mark. Like I said, we did some of the little taking the awards the other day, and so I got to finish that up. I'm gonna create something to do with that. You know, just trying to make some things shake in the slow boogie sports news cycle. But it turns out the combine is on the 27th, so that means Tuesday. So we'll be having good, fresh content to to splish some splash on. Up to that point. But like I said, we're going to talk about some off the wall shit today. I like to, oh, that's fucked up, man. That boy took the Indian out the cupboard. That's no bueno. Look, yeah, you can't fool with it. You can't trust them nigga who can't leave the Indian in the cupboard, man. That ain't no bueno. Indian ain't never fucked with nobody. Man, think about some of these crazy stories that were these school shit they used to make motherfuckers read in school. Like, you made me read these pointless ass books. Now, figure out what does this mean in your life. I mean, if a nigga come to me talk about an Indian in the cupboard, a nigga probably smoking some shit. Like, we don't get to have those kind of imaginations. The Indian in the cupboard. Motherfucker gonna think you hide some money. Nigga kill you if you say you got an Indian in the cupboard. They gonna try to steal your Indian. Little motherfucking Indian that talk. It's gotta be worth some money. You'll get a crackhead a shank you for an Indian in the cupboard. That's fucking funny. Man, Colombia or Colombia? Because apparently I got to make sure that I'm saying them the right way. Because I know one Colombia is like, New York somewhere, and then Colombia is where it goes fucking down. I was watching some shit on Escobar and some other shit. I'm sure it's not like that now, but I'm sure it ain't too far from that now. But yeah, I go to Colombia. Why not? I go anywhere just to go take a look. Now, if I gotta stay, we talking about some other shit. They was lost and broke. Got them by. So, we've been talking about something around here for quite some time. We've gotten on some emotionals and relationship shit. We've gotten on, how to supplement your sex partner with robo pussy. We haven't been appreciating the alien pussy as much as usual, but we'll bring it back. Hey, there goes Heidi. Somebody asked where Heidi was. There she goes. School lunch are discussing who knows what they put in for a man. Hank the counter. Man, who else used to go hard? I don't know, man. That dude Clifford, I was always suspect of Clifford the Big Red Dog. That motherfucker there was on some other shit. Who was Clifford's real daddy? I was kind of suspect of the man in the yellow hat too. He was an odd character. You know what I'm saying? Colombia. Have you seen Hardball? Yeah, man. You got to watch Hardball. You never watch Hardball? Watch that shit, dog. Immediately. Honcho recommends it. That is a definite recommendation. It's on the list. And thank me later. Man, damn it. I was going to ask you about one of them South American countries, and I put it in my mind. Well, of course it would have to go in my mind. I didn't put it anywhere else. And now I can't think of what country it was, because it was something I saw. I want to say it was something news related, and I wanted to ask you about that firsthand, but now I don't know what the fuck it was. So I guess it must not have been that important. Man, I'm just telling you, dog, like, stories where people brought these abnormal animals into their homes always had me questioning what was really going on. Like, how did they afford to feed Clifford? Clifford would put people in poverty, dog. How did they afford to feed Clifford? Were they selling dope? And what about the man in the yellow hat? He was probably selling dope too. Don't nobody wear yellow like that. Don't nobody go out and be that fucking flashy. You know what I'm saying? Unless they selling drugs and shit. Man in the yellow hat. The man in the yellow hat sold dope. He was probably a cocaine dealer. Man, you better watch it. All I'm telling you is just watch it. If you ain't seen Hardball, just watch that shit. Reeking Booty 3, Mrs. Frizzle. Hey, Mrs. Frizzle was, hey, I don't care what nobody said. Mrs. Frizzle was probably fucking with the man in the yellow hat on the low. You know, they both was kind of out of there. Miss Frizzle, magic school bus. What kind of magic was really going down on the school bus? Shit, you know she was out of there because the teacher's already out of there as it is. And then she had a whole school bus that was magic, and she taking the kids on unsupervised school field trips. Come on, man. Y'all tell me what was really going down with Miss Frizzle, Miss Friskel, Frisky. That's what her name should be. She was getting frisky with the youngins, with the youth. Man, Miss Frizzle was out there wilding. She probably was inspired this new generation of teachers to do the wild shit they be doing, man. You can't trust these teacher hoes, Nicky. You know what I'm saying? Teacher hoes be just as bad as the hoes in the club, player. Maybe they was all high. Look, look, now y'all coming up with logic for Clifford, how he existed. Let's see, is Bigfoot real? I don't think so, but Jane Goodall said yeah. So it's funny. Actually, Benway was always like Dallas, the preppy rich country. It totally fell apart. That sounds about right. It's a sad story. The government collapse of socialism. Yeah, I heard Venezuela's real bad. That might have been who I wanted to talk about. It might have been Venezuela that I wanted to ask about. I heard they had like something awful, like a 90% poverty rate or some crazy shit. Clifford probably has good metabolism. He was a whole about that. Yeah, you gotta watch it, dog. You still gotta watch it, no matter what G Baby and that Curious George something there. Which that could be true. But the brand very powerful resource weed enhances that. People stay hating on hard. Oh yeah, fuck them though. He's gonna get it, dog. And that is what it is. Yeah, I ended up watching the Black Panther, man. I have not watched Founder, but I did watch Black Panther. Cause I think I caught myself gonna go watch some shit last night, and I end up watching old episodes of In Living Color. So that tells you where that went. No, actually, yesterday, because I didn't do anything yesterday. I had to take a day off. My mind wasn't quite right yesterday, so I ain't do no sauce or no Kush then. So I spent a little familial time, and so I ended up watching Doctor Strange, I think, because we trying to catch up on all the Marvel shit. Because we might fuck around and go watch Infinity War when it comes out. Now that we saw Black Panther. And my old lady, when she was like, she saw the little Black Panther thing in the beginning with, how to Marvel, all the shit. They show all the shit in the beginning. She's like, is Black Panther in here too? And then she saw the one black guy in the movie. Is he Black Panther? I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here. Black Panther ain't in every fucking movie. We're watching these things just because so you can understand, other superheroes and shit. Let me check it out, though. I will check it out. That's crazy, man. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Man, yeah, I heard it was real bad. Like, the worst in Venezuela. I didn't think there was rather today about. Man. What time is it? Look, we've done waste 14 times rolling up, so I rolled over. That's why. All right. Even though we started talking about Venezuela. Getting blowed, yeah. So, all right, right, here's the thing. We live in a crazy world. And I'm just curious, especially, well, Heidi, you're what is it, Argentine? Is it long I or short? I don't know. Anyway, how do people in other countries, and those of you who have had interaction with other cultures who or maybe from other cultures, how do you guys feel? I don't know how Jeremiah feels. He's been here for a couple of these conversations, but how do you guys feel? How do foreign cultures feel about UFOs or outer space entities? Yes. What's the motherfucking deal, Wise? What's going down? See, it'll tell you have a big butt. It'll be people from Venezuela too. I like Hotline Argentine. Kleindienst, like Dienst. Okay, Kleindienst. I'm going to call you Dienst because I like the word, the D-I. Kleindienst. D, like as in D's nuts. I got you. You gotta make it ghetto relatable. Like sometimes believe in them. Really? Or hallucinations from drug addicts? Say people in Latin America believe in that stuff. Say UFOs more believed by college students and things. Okay. Because I know that, like, Hispanics have an interesting belief in certain supernatural things, and not just necessarily aliens, but I want to talk about, aliens. I want to talk about supernatural shit, too. But I know, like, La Bruja, or Brua, I guess, but you don't really, do you put the ha on the H? Anyway, witches, and, of course, my favorite, El Chupacabra. I would love to see one of those. I want the Chupacabra to be real so bad. These nuts, that's funny. Man, I'm telling you, like, the poor people know they're Christians, don't think about stuff. Too poor to be honest. I mean, that makes sense. All right, so you go for the mystical belief of the younger generation. I'm telling you, dog. I'm gonna be the nigga that find the Chupacabra. And when I find one, I'm gonna stream it live, and then I'm gonna have a one animal non-petting zoo, and the only animal's gonna be the fucking Chupacabra exhibit. Now I call it a petting zoo. I like hit a fucking pet store. I go get like a raggedy ass rabbit, a couple little shitty turtles. You know what I'm saying? Some gerbils and shit like that, and then like keep a fucking. But see, here's where my problem lies, though. Okay, like, I want to believe in the Chupacabra. I want to believe the Chupacabra is real. I think it's a great fucking legend. I think it's the most awesome thing I ever heard of when I was like 4 or 5. I thought that shit was super dope. The Chupacabra, it piqued my interest. But here's where I run into an issue is I fucking love goats. I think goats are pretty fucking awesome animals. I think goats may be the coolest farm animal out there. I mean, cows, they're great. Until recently, I saw some cows and they seem more like animals. American cows ain't worth the fuck. That's just basically what American cows are like. American people. Matter of fact, let's make sure I get on this shit. Make sure I talk about this shit right here. I'm going to talk about American cows, and I'm going to talk about the Chupacabra too. Okay. As a matter of fact, he's up here. American cows ain't worth the fuck, all right? American cows are entitled and they're selfish. All they want to do is fuck around and give us raggedy fucking milk. And why isn't all milk organic? What the fuck is organic milk? What does that even mean? But the fucking American cows, they're lazy and unappreciative, all right? They're out there feeling entitled in these cow streets. Because I seen some cows in like Denmark or some shit like that. And them motherfucking cows was active. Like they had been locked away for the winter or whatever, and they let the fucking cows out. Fucking cows was bouncing around and shit. Fucking cows was like out there, like in the field, rolling around and doing like cow shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit I didn't know no cows did. Like I always thought cows were fucking stupid and didn't have no fucking personality. That's all. Fuck a cow. That stupid piece of shit. Let's eat that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would always feel about it. It's like it doesn't do anything. Who wants to save this fucking stupid animal? But shit, the cows out there was acting like fucking dogs and shit. Like seriously, because I guess that's the first time they seen the grass for the new year or whatever the fuck it is. And them motherfuckers were excited, like happy to have some fucking grass. Yes. Yes, we're gonna find the only tropical sauce. I'm telling you, man, look, you give me some night vision camera equipment. I'll go, look, we'll go sauce hunting for Bigfoot and all that shit. You got bit by a baby pig. Klein Dean's nuts. Let's see what we missing. I'm saying the chupacabra is probably more known in the U.S. than Latin America. Man, cows ain't worth the fuck, man. The fucking cows out here. You gotta do is take a little road trip anywhere through Texas for a couple of hours. You're gonna see some fucking cows fucking chewing up grass and shit, doing nothing. Looking at you stupid ass. Look at him riding his car, going places. Well, I got all this fucking grass and all this fucking milk. I'm living it up. I'm a fucking cow, you know? So, yeah, piglet. Yeah, I guess that would be a piglet. Fry that motherfucker up. Let's make some bacon. Nah, I probably don't even need to eat that either. But, anyway, I went to say all this stuff. I got to talk about cows because originally I was going to say my shit with the chupacabra, my beef with the chupacabra is, yeah, I put stories inside of it. That's what I noticed that I do, and I'm doing it again. Like those little fucking Russian dolls that you open up, you know what I'm saying? And it's another, like a smaller version of that fucking Russian doll, and you open that bitch up, and you know what I'm saying? All that shit till it gets real small, and you got to close it all the way. That's what I do when I tell stories, I noticed that. Or maybe when I'm lit when I'm telling my story. I open up a story, right? And then I tell a fucking sub story and then another sub story. And then eventually I close them back up and get to the main thing. Usually. But sometimes I fucking forget and it happens. But anyway, the only reason I started talking about cows is because I wanted to talk about farm animals. And I wanted to talk about those fucking Denmark cows who were fucking happy and appreciative about life. You know what I'm saying? Jumping around and playing in the hay and shit. Lazy ass fucking American cows. The chupacabra I always thought was super cool, but I like fucking goats. I think goats are awesome. Goats are the greatest farm animal. You know what I mean? They're like way better than cows because they're active. They do shit. They will fucking eat the evidence if necessary. Goats are great. A goat will fucking eat anything. You know what I'm saying? Cows, they just there. A goat will come up to you and fuck with. Goat don't give a shit. He don't know you from nobody. He gonna come check you out. You think you got something good in your pants, he'll try to eat your fucking pants to get to whatever the fuck you got. Like, goats are determined. You know what I'm saying? And if you piss them motherfuckers off, they gonna fucking lower their head and fucking they finna get with your ass. But I'm just saying, I did, y'all. Look, y'all saw the shirt. Y'all was talking about my shirt and my tractor. I'm trying to tell y'all. But but yeah, man, goats are cool. But so that's where my beef is. It's like I want the chupacabra to be real, right? But I don't want him to really fuck up goats. I want him to like fuck with other animals. You know what I'm saying? So that's the dilemma of the chupacabra. So I would like for them to exist. I would like for them to be real creatures. But I really don't want them fucking up any goats. So that's unfortunate. Um, goats are let me see. Be the cameraman. We're gonna try to the crackhead in the gorilla suit. Shit, that's what the first Bigfoot was. But he wasn't a crackhead. But he was a dude in a fucking gorilla suit. The swamp monster. Look, all I need is tree fitty. I'll find any motherfucking alien or any motherfucking foreign creature you need. Tree fitting. Ghosts like MJ. Goats like Hakeem. If I ever had a farm and I had goats, I would name them after. I'd name them after. First one would be named Hakeem. And then we'll figure out the order of the rest from there. I try to get as many H's as I could first. I'd probably name one Hakeem. One would be named Harden. One will be named Honcho. Then let's see. One will be named Ori. Smoke like a hippie. Getting sticky. I think 4 goats is enough for right now. The motherfuckers will be fucking shit up. But you ever watch like little goat videos? The motherfuckers be bouncing on each other and shit. The motherfuckers be jumping, doing flips and shit. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Like, it's gotta work. It's gotta work like the movies. You know how it works in the movies. Like, I just go on this hunt for days, and I have good intentions for the animal. I'm trying to save it from the evil poachers who want to kill the chupacabra. So, on the last day after I've run out of food and I'm low on water, I decide it's just time to give up. We'll never find the chupacabra. Then magically, out of nowhere, we spot a chupacabra in one of the hunters' traps. The hunters haven't returned to check the trap, so I release the chupacabra from the trap. You know what I'm saying? The chupacabra befriends me. Now, me and the chupacabra are friends. This is where the movie gets good. All right? Starts getting good. Stick with me. All right? So now, me and the chupacabra are buddies. I got to get him out of here because he's leaving a trail. Poachers are going to want to hunt him down. They're going to be mad at me for, you know what I'm saying, releasing their trap. So this is about as far as I thought it through. So that's about it. We already know you can't. Oh man, Sam Cassell. I'm glad I'm not the only one who believes that. Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Like, that's a whole different situation, man. That's a whole different situation. Sam was a rocket. That's funny. That's funny. Your older son used to be on the History Channel. What you talking about? Yeah. The Honcho Farm shirts, look, those are limited edition, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna release those yet. Those gonna be second anniversary edition shirts. That's funny. He's looking for his home. That's fucking funny. He came to this planet lost. It's just a little alien trying to make it home. Oh man. Fucking ears all hot. Man. That shit, the shit that's going on in the NBA is just ridiculous. The shit that they're allowed to get away with. Just the things the refs are allowed to let go. These calls that they do call, some of these are ridiculous. Like the one that got called on, excuse me, on what Draymond yesterday. He didn't even really say shit. He was just crunk. Like, I can't be mad at the motherfucker being crunk for making a play. I hate when they try to take the emotion out the game. I want to say it was a college game. It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Old buddy got the steal and fucking, I said, motherfucker broke. I think old buddy ended up getting dunked on or something happened. I can't remember if he just got the dunk and he was just crunk about it and they threw him out, or he ended up dunking on old buddy, or some old buddy tried to like defend him and he ended up dunking on him. Something. I can't remember. But anyway. But it wasn't anything. I mean, it was shit you see happen, you know what I'm saying, 3, 4, 5 times a game. When, you know, a motherfucker makes a good play. Shit. Halftime, it ain't even just dunking on somebody. It's just fucking, you know what I'm saying, a big shot. And got ejected for that shit. Something like really just like nothing major. And I think like these refs, he was looking for a reason. Because one, it was called by the far side ref. Like he wasn't even by the play. Like, so it's just like, man, why not? Why? Like, why do you feel the need to even interfere in that? Like, sometimes motherfuckers just be looking for a reason, man. Yeah, that's a strange question. So, no. But, so it is a Sunday evening. I'm curious, would anyone claim to have had an alien or a foreign encounter? Not even necessarily an alien encounter. Something that you would consider supernatural even. So, you say something wrong with CP3 eyes. Okay, somebody just fucked with the sauce. Cool. You've seen demons and ghosts before. And would you care to share how that encounter went? Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I feel like there are things on this earth that we have, even with all the texts and things that are available, that I think there's a lot of knowledge that has been corrupted, altered, destroyed. And I think there's a lot of things that we have lost in ourselves that are that are no longer utilized because we rely so much on technology now. And I'm not saying it's all bad. I mean, some of that shit is good, you know. It makes the world connected now. You can do all kind of shit. It's just a very interesting situation. So, I don't know what happened when I was a kid. I woke up like a cat. If it really happened, I mean, yeah, that's no bueno, but that sounds really funny, so I have to laugh at it. You know, like I say, not laughing at you. Just awkward things are funny. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about the cow tag. Floating shit that got cold. Man, like I said, I believe that there are. I believe that there are things that happen. And I mean, there's just no explanation for some of them. And, yeah. Yeah, look, I ain't the one to help you with no type of homework. They're gonna be like, so you've been paying attention in class here, because I don't think you're quite getting what you're supposed to be knowing here. I made a wrong one. But no, I mean, I feel like there are things that happen that are unexplained. I think a lot of this shit that you get on these TV shows and things are crazy. I know somebody had told me to check out the Dog Bridge, and I think in Ireland, I think that's where it was, where people's dogs would jump off and fucking kill themselves. So, you're crying, baby, no baby. Man. Yeah, look, I don't want to hear no crying when it's real babies, much less, look, me and whatever entity was around that motherfucker, whatever it was called, like, we gotta have a talk. Like, who's out there? We need to talk, okay? Because the baby shit, that shit ain't gonna cut it for me. We have to make a change of player here. Now that shit sounds like some extra shit. I was like, hold on, man. Now y'all got the damn Indians out throwing a party and shit. Like, I don't know, just because I'm lit, that shit sound real funny. But thinking about some shit like that would be terrifying. That's funny. This is very interesting. Let me give y'all's raffle action. Oh shit. What the fuck am I doing? Tripping with myself. All right, so what's it saying here? So, anywho, but I feel like I said, I don't know. Like I said, because you hear a lot of these stories, you hear a lot of people who talk about their experiences, and not everybody who talks about these things are crazy. Sometimes these people can give you very vivid, accurate tales. I mean, some of the shit is just too real. I mean, I've had conversations with people. Yes, yes. A little bit of the cotton action. But I've had conversations with people. I can't even talk conversations with people. Fucking talking all crazy. And who had legitimate stories to tell. And those stories, I mean, you're looking at someone face to face, and as you're listening to what they're saying, you can definitely feel what they're talking about. I'm tripping. So, yeah. I'm hearing shit. Yeah, man, motherfucker tripping. And I seen like a big ass spider in it the other day. I tried to catch that hoe. That hoe put a move on me. So I'm trying to keep my eye out for his ass. Motherfucker sneak up on me. I got something for him, man. The raffle is just like a giveaway. Like, well, not like a giveaway, but a raffle is like in real life when, you know, you go and you buy like a ticket to something. And you buy an entry, a ticket or whatever into a contest. And so this allows you an opportunity to win a prize, like a kind of like a lottery. Yeah, a lottery would be kind of like a raffle. So you, however many times you enter, you know, you increase the amount of chances that you have to win. But depending on how many other people enter and how many times they enter, it increases their chances of winning. Yeah, like a lottery. Exactly. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm really tripping. No. All right. Let me figure out where all that craziness was coming from. I don't know. You said you still listen, guys. I don't know, man. I'm over trying to like listen for something, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where that noise is coming from, but I think I know where it is. Is it called an NBA raffle? Yeah, it would sound a lot better. Yes, yes, we're in the NBA raffle. Well, what do you get? You get to pick a player in a better position. So What? Mr. 82 Johnson. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm out of there. And I'm like, I'm out of there, but I'm like, I'm not out of there. It's like I'm here, but I'm there. Yeah, that sounds crazy. No, but I'm like, I'm here, but it's like I'm I'm trying to hear exactly where this noise is coming from because it sounds like it could be coming from the headphones, but it's not. But then it sounds like it could be coming from the fucking chair that I just fucking got, and then it doesn't sound like that either. So I'm trying to hear exactly where that noise was coming from. Anyway, it sounds like I feel like I'm not. And look, here's the thing though. That's the crazy part about it. Because especially when someone is crazy, you can't, and they start talking crazy. It's very dismissive. I know what I'm saying sounds ridiculous. It sounds like some movie shit. I know what I'm saying sounds ridiculous, like I'm tripping, but no, I'm really serious about I'm not tripping, but I am. No, but I think it is from these fucking headphones. Scotty probably does need to go pee, but he'll be all right. He can wait. He didn't want to go when I took him earlier. When I wanted to take him early, he was acting like he was too good to go outside. So if he wants to act in that fashion, then that's fine. I'm not going to argue with Scotty. I'm not going to have beef with Scotty. If he wants to act in that route, if he wants to be of that behavior, then he'll just deal with it until later. But he all right. He ain't tripping. Scotty don't give two shits. Scotty is the laziest couch dog ever. Scotty goes hard after he goes for a walk. He'll attack a pillow for a little bit. He might play with some food, and then he gonna fucking go to sleep for a little bit, get up, attack somebody's socks, and then chill. So that's pretty much it. So that's funny. But it's so yeah, I'm pretty baked. I'm extremely baked. I have to figure out how we handle this situation. Have to figure it out. So I don't even know. I did not even inquire. Did not inquire. Yeah, I'm really out of it. I am. I'm baked. Like the more that it sets in, the more lit I get. And it's just I'm thinking about the topic and I'm way off from it because, like I said, I haven't talked about anything related to it in a few moments. Actually, longer than that because I was tripping over the little noise and then all those weird things. But getting back to the topic at hand. Talking about alien encounters, and Jeremiah was sharing. What's the deal, Jay Dizzle? Jeremiah was sharing a tale of he was talking about some things with the drums and the baby crying. Now, that is something that would probably require me to relocate. Okay, the platinum OG. Oh, there you go. It is definitely OG, triple OG, because I'm good and great. But that's a bet, Mr. 82 Johnson. One day you get your whole name back. What's going down, Tracy? What's the motherfucking deal? Some sky where you saw a UFO. See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tell me about that, man. Like, that's what I say. I'm always curious because, like I said, that's what I was talking about earlier before I really zoned all the way out and was tripping on that other shit. Because I've had some people tell me stories, you know what I'm saying? And they've told me about encounters, you know what I'm saying, with what they believe are supernatural experiences. And I've had people tell me about their UFO encounters and things like that. And you see the way that they get and the chills they get, and you know the way the stories sound and shit like that, the words they use, it makes you feel a particular kind of way. You're like, okay, well, there's always the possibility that they, you know, that they may have just misinterpreted something. You know what I'm saying? Something they perceived was not correct. That's always possible. But also, I mean, they could really have seen what they saw. It could have been what they believe it was. You know what I mean? So I don't. You know, if people say if they have a story, I try to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? And who am I to judge? Because nobody has to believe anything I say. You know, I just find it very interesting. You know what I mean? UFO years ago, can't explain it. So, man, just cool and same. See, after this game, you can go on and tell you, well, who playing right now? Shit. What am I missing? What game I'm missing? Shit, we need to charge this bitch. Thing dead. I don't know what you watching. It ain't that important. But she said I was at his friend when I was laying in bed listening to him, and all of a sudden I saw a bright flashing light. I couldn't move, my ears were ringing. It seemed like it lasted for 10 seconds. Now I've had those, that's interesting. I've had those experiences where, you know, they call it the devil's riding your back or something. I forgot what they said. They used to call it in Spanish. But basically, you know, when you wake up but you can't move. I don't know if they call it sleep paralysis or something like that. And, you know, when you just wake up, you really can't move. You're conscious of everything. But it's just like your body hasn't turned all the way on. You know, so it's just, you know, your mind is awake and you, all right, let's do this, let's do that. No, well, no, that ain't working. This and that ain't happening. So, what's the problem? So, yeah. So, Heidi, you've never had a strange, supernatural, or odd occurrence in your existence? Something that just made you think twice about everything that you have been told in life? Just curious. It'd be very interesting to find out. Hold on. Oh, shit. I wonder what the fuck that was. That fucking shit bust on my motherfucking ass. I thought I was fucking tripping. Yeah, pardon me. I ain't know what the fuck that noise. Okay. Shit. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Shit. I had to make sure that I cleared my vicinity. That's funny. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that shit. Um, none whatsoever. Well, I won't say that's unfortunate. I guess that's cool. So you don't ever have to question. What the fuck be going on? I mean, you have a steadfast belief. No, it was a question that I did want to ask because it had something to do with the the Argentine beliefs, or maybe just, I guess, women outside of America. So we got to figure out a way to make contact to see if this is a true thing. You know, if this is or if this is just an American thing. I have questions. So we'll figure it all out. It's not the way you've been falling asleep. He said, well, it was a low-flying stealth bomber. That'd be unfortunate. They're keeping an eye on you. I don't know. What if it wasn't? What if it was a really an unidentified flying object disguised as a stealth bomber? So you never feel safe. Man, I mean, dude, can you feel safe in this world? I mean, can you really, truly feel completely safe? I mean, you got to think about it. What is safe these days? What would it really take for you to truly feel safe? I mean, what makes somebody truly feel comfortable and safe? I mean, in all aspects of life. That's what I would like to know. You guys let me know. What would it take for you to feel safe? What would it take for you to truly feel like you were safe? I mean, with everything you know and everything, if you could say, this is what I would need to feel completely safe, and list the things that you would need, or say the things that you would need, because one, like you said, the government could easily cover it up. Yeah, I mean, if something they want to do something to you, and they could sway public perception however they chose. So that's the thing. Okay. Shit. Man, yeah, let me know. Let's talk about that. Like I say, I believe that is a very good idea. So that'll work. That's a BET. Good deal. Good deal. You say that copyright planes and trick. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the oldest trick in the alien book. You think that you're looking at an American plane, but really it's a UFO. They do that to fool you all the time. That's alien tricks. You know what I'm saying? Alien tricks 101. You know what I'm saying? That's the basics. That's the easy stuff. So just curious. Is that worthwhile? Is safety worth that much, or is it? I mean, or should people be willing to, more so to take risks or have matters in their own hands? Yeah, man, no alien switcheroo. I'm trying to tell you, that's basic alien tricks. I read the book, so I know it. I know that it happens. uh, So you say, okay, you have to have land off the grid to get out of the country off the grid. Interesting, interesting. So, do you establish any kind of residency, or do you just remain completely off the grid? So no nothing, just living off the land, or of course, going to the local shops or whatever, wherever you may be. Will that still make you really feel safe? You don't think you can be completely safe? So if that's the case, if there's safety's never a guarantee, well, why not just go for it? Why do so many people try to live so safely? I guess, you know what I mean? Like, the opportunities are out there. You know what I'm saying? The more people try to live this content, life. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, if that's how you want to live it, live it. But I think if, everybody operated like that, you don't make any progress. You got to have people who are willing to push certain boundaries. You have to expand the limits a little bit. And I think you got to have more people like that. But if there is no safety, why is that the thing that people want the most of, I guess? Why not, say, hey, you know what, that'll never really happen. You might as well take some risks, man. That's what life is about. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with playing it safe. It gets to a certain point where you gotta say, fuck all that extra shit and do what you gotta do. But I don't know. South Korea, like Islands of the Dolls, I wouldn't feel safe because the sound is freak taking over a sand. We're gonna make it shake till it break. You heard me? Safety is big business. Alarms, antivirus, locks, even religion, government. Yeah. Guns, bunkers, non-perishable food. Absolutely. You think a real life purge situation could benefit the country? It could. It could. Or it could be real hectic. For some people, it's going to be real hectic. Because it would be real bad. I wouldn't even go into detail as to why, but it would be real bad. And that shit would be real bad, man. I'm just sitting here really thinking about that shit. That shit would be no bueno. If you did some shit like that, you'd have so many people, especially the way America is now, you'd have so many people that were traumatized from the outcome of, even if you only did it one time, you'd have so many people who were traumatized from the outcome of that purge that productivity would reach like an all-time low. They'd hate this country. They'd be mad. They'd hate everything. And like I said, I'm just being super hypothetical here, just super in imagination land. This is in no way or fashion am I condoning the fact that we should or should not purge. I'm just
entertaining the idea. You'd have a lot of people who would be real upset. It'd be hard for them to function because of all the traumatic shit that would have happened from the purge. So that's what it is. Yep. So I'm saying, man, it's a lot of wild stuff going on, man. It is crazy, Jack. Let's just hope that things get better before they get much worse, because it don't look like it. Like I say, though, it is what it is. I have not been keeping up with the minutes at all. I'm slacking on the minute action. But, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the deal. Say that the purge was a one-time event, a singular event. And if they said, okay, the purge will be, a year from now, or in 2020, to start off 2020, the New Year's Eve or whatever it is, going into 2020 is when the purge will start. It'll be a one-time thing just to kind of clean stuff up going into a new decade. You have about 2 years or so to prepare. What do you do to be prepared for that day? What kind of mind frame do you have to get in to be ready for that day? You know what I mean? How do you protect you and yours? How do you put your family in a position of safety? I mean, what do you do? How do you even bunker with people? You could say, your neighborhood and your community, but how do you not know about maybe them one or two shady motherfuckers you just don't really fuck with? You know what I'm saying? They could easily lay you down. You know what I'm saying? Just they may be in the same group. You may say you may have a church organization or something that you rocking with. So you're like, okay, well we gonna all look after each other. But then, like I say, you can't trust everybody. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing shit out there. But how do you prepare for that 2 years from now? What do you do to prepare for that? And on that night, when that night comes, how do you stay alive? Yeah. Will be the next false is slowly escalating. I think the next one make it not look like child's play. You guys forget about the country. They take the Indian everybody. Yeah, man, I mean, you really have to, you'd have to be low key on that one, man. Like I said, I don't know if I'd operate in a party of folks or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You build a great big wall. Like I said, I don't know, man. It would be a hard one. It'd be a tough one to deal with. Like I say, people, you gotta really feel like, how much do I trust the people that I fuck with? You know what I'm saying? Because shit, they might be like, well, fuck it. You know what? This nigga, it might be a young nigga in high school, some, youngsters always be trying to kick it tough. Yeah, nigga, we gonna kick it together, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make sure don't nobody fuck with us. Shit, niggas might be on the same basketball team. This nigga, you know what I'm saying, he riding the bench because this nigga here is starting point guard. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, you know, I'm just as good as this nigga. You know what? I can get away with this shit tonight. Blah, he killed that nigga just because he wanted to start a point guard spot. You never know. I'm just throwing wild and crazy ideas out there. But people are hateful, man. People will fuck you over for any little thing, man. If a motherfucker will stab their own family member for the last piece of chicken, I mean, shit will get real in the motherfucking field. Because there's way worse shit going on than that. That's fucking crazy. But, yeah, man, you just gotta, that would be a very interesting situation. Like I say, you definitely have to make the proper preparations. And you probably try to have to be somewhere where your surroundings are fortified. Because it's going to be going down. It's going to be going down for real. So, let's hope that we never have to worry about that. Because it's going to get ugly. Yeah. Yeah, if people don't want to lose their life. So they're going to be definitely, when the situation starts, it's going to be, but yeah, that's how you see with a lot of these people, though, too, that be out there brandishing all that shit, you know. When you really go down, the motherfuckers ain't going to do none of that shit. Where the motherfucker went to? Where they at? That's fucking wild. But yeah, man, my friends are dead. I think I'm gonna call this one in. I gotta get back on track. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I gotta get things back in action. I gotta get back on my early AM schedule. I've been waking up too late. Gotta get back on the podcast and everything else. So I appreciate y'all for fucking with your boy. You say, oh, that's the game you was talking about, Jeremiah? Man, I thought the dude Jeremiah was talking about like a sports, like an actual, playing League of Legends. Oh, man. Yeah. But that's a bet, man. I appreciate y'all for fucking with your boy. And we're going to do it again real soon. But with that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. And we'll catch y'all next time. But y'all ain't gotta go home, but y'all got to get the fuck up out the den.